Okay, what does this mean to find? Find the derivative. Let's start by rewriting this. So the way I'm going to rewrite this will be 2, open parentheses, sine of x to the 1/2, and then all to the power of 2. What rule am I using on this one? Ooh, we have a function within a function, right? So chain rule. So we take these two first and do what? We multiply. So we're going to take 4. Would that be 4? And then do I mess with the inside? Nope. Do not mess with it. Leave it alone. And then we take the next layer. The next layer is not this one, but the sine piece. What is the derivative of sine? Cosine. You keep the very inside piece. Don't mess with it until right after. Now I can derive this guy. What do I do with this 1/2? Bring it to the front. And then we have 1 less of that. 1 less of 1/2 is negative what? 1/2. So then I want to kind of focus on this guy. Looking at my coefficients. What is half of 4? 2. So we know it's not A, it's not B. And we know we need a combination of sine and cosine. Which one has combination of sine and cosine? Done. Now let's go to number 6 and see if you were paying attention on 2.5a. All right, on number 6, Zach, will you read that out loud, please? If number 6. So we had dy over dx. So again, just a quick reminder on 2.5a. When I derive something with the y, I say multiply by dy over dx. But if I derive something with the x, it's going to be normal. So in this case, if I just have x, what's the derivative of that? 1. And then when I derive the y, the top to the bottom, we're going to multiply and we get 1. What is 1 less of that 1/3? Negative 2/3. Ooh, 2/3. And then I have to add on times dy over dx. Equal to, what is derivative of 1y? 1, and then we have dy over dx. So then we're going to organize something real quick. We can actually compute this guy over here. Let's rewrite it over here. When I rewrite this with the positive values, it's going to give me 1 over cube root of y all squared. That's going to be like algebra 2 and pre-calc concept. I'm bringing it down, and I'm also separating it as a radicand and the power. So when I plug in the y value, don't I know the y value by the given? Yep, let's plug it in. 1 all over, cube root of 8, and then all squared. Ooh, cube. What is a cube root of 8? 2, right? And then when I square the 2, I get 4. That's going to be all for that. So we have 1 plus 1/4 dy over dx is equal to 1 dy over dx. Because I'm looking for dy over dx, I want that all on the one side. So imagine doing algebra 1. How would I move this to the other side? Subtract dy over dx. And on both sides, it kind of looks fancy, but really in the end, algebra 1 is involved here. All that goes away. So we have 1 is equal to. So if I take 1 minus a 1/4, how many is in my fraction? 3 over 4. And of course, our dy over dx does not go away. And then lastly, how would I multiply by on the left and the right to get rid of 3/4? What's the reciprocal? 4/3. And if you're like, hey, can I just divide it by the fraction and do the reciprocal? It's the same thing here. So we know 3 over 3 goes away, 4 over 4 goes away. So that means 4/3 is my dy over dx. Which is, which one? D. Answer choice D. Boom, done. So again, the idea is, when you're deriving the y, what do we always add? dy over dx. Now let's go to number 10. Everybody go to number 10. All right, Kendall, let's read number 10.
Okay. The graph of a function f is shown above. If g is the function defined by d of x equals x squared plus 1 over f of x, what is the value of g prime 2?
Okay, because I'm thinking ahead, I'm going to do two things real quick. I am going to find f of 2 and f prime of 2. So f of 2 means when our x value is at 2, the graph crosses at what y value? 3. Now, f prime of 2 means what is the slope at 2? So if I were to make my straight line at 2, and I do rise over run, what is my slope? You can go up 4 over 1, 4, not 4x. That would be the equation. So now let's look at the question. I gave you g, and I want you to find g prime. What rule is this? If I have a fraction, it is not a product rule, but quotient rule. Let's apply that. So we have g prime of x. So let's kind of recall. We take the bottom and all to the power of what? 2. So we have f of x all squared. On the top, we derive the first piece. So this top right here, what is our derivative? 2x. And I keep the bottom, f of x. What operation separated? Minus. And then we keep the top as it is. And then when I derive the bottom, it's simply f prime of x. Now, what was the x value given to us right here? What value is that? It says g prime of, do we all see 2? Let's plug it in. We have 2 times 2, f of 2, minus 2 squared, plus 1, and f prime of 2. Oh, might not fit at all. And f of 2, all squared. So time to plug everything in. So this was going to give us, what is 2 times 2, everybody? 4. Didn't we already find f of 2 on the top? What was it? 3. Minus, we know 2 squared plus 1 is how many? 5. We can do this, right? 2 squared, okay. And then we have f prime of 2, we already found on top. What number was it? 4. And on the bottom, I have f of 2. We already found 3, all squared. And at this point, it's basically simple math. 4 times 3 is 12. 5 times 4 is 20, so minus 20 over 9. And when I simplify that all the way through, is it A, B, C, or D? How many? A it is.